The NSA, also known as the National Security Agency, is the U.S. intelligence agency responsible for providing the United States government with encrypted communications and reading those of other nations. The NSA is tasked with the global monitoring, decoding, translation, and analysis of information and data for foreign intelligence purposes, including surveillance of targeted individuals in the U.S. territory. The agency is authorized to accomplish its missions through clandestine means, which are bugging/tracking electronic systems and allegedly sabotaging their enemies. They also share information with the CIA rapidly.
The K.G.B, Committee for State Security, was the main security agency in Russia from 1954 to 1991. During the 1980s, the K.G.B was the most effective information agency in the world. They sent spies to various countries to collect information. They also assassinated Leon Trotsky and discredited the enemies of the state.
Our thesis is from the 1950s to the present. The causes and effects of the N.S.A. and the K.G.B. were similar because they were both created by the insecurities of the government, had mass surveillance, but were different because of their effectiveness and efficiency.
The reason my friends and I wanted to research this topic is because we remember the crisis of when it was released to the public that the NSA was officially able to access laptop and tablet inbuilt cameras without a notification to the user, and we wanted to know why they would ever even need to do this because it conflicts with the privacy rights of citizens of the United States. And the whole Snowden incident. Edward Snowden was put on trial for leaking the NSA's secret surveillance programs in 2013. My friends and I wanted to know why it was such a big deal if no one even knew what the documents such as clothes contained or were even about. Tickets, $1,000.
Right. What's that in the sky?
Looks like a ball.
The reason the NSA started the domestic surveillance program is because when 9/11 had occurred, former President George Bush needed a method to counteract terrorism. Recently, these terrorists have broken national security by destroying the Twin Towers. We have to do something about it.
We have to increase our surveillance on every computer in the U.S.
I think we should nuke them.
You're fired.
Where do you even get these interns from?
Oh, I went to McDonald's
And thus began the N.S.A. controversies.
The K.G.B was created because the Russian Communist Party wanted an agency that could collect information about the enemies of the USSR and dispose of any threats to the power of their party. We have to do something about these Jewish and Christian activists.
Also, the intelligentsia and nerds. We have to take care of them.
We have to make an organization. The KKK. No, that's stupid. And so the K.G.B was created.
Both the N.S.A. and the K.G.B were similar and they were both created to counteract threats to their respective nations, N.S.A. being 9/11 and K.G.B being religious activist intelligentsia. The N.S.A.'s main information gathering mechanism is PRISM and Keyscore, or in other words, by chipping the populace technology. A study done by the Wall Street Journal discovers that 20 to 30% of all phones are wiretapped by the N.S.A., recording everything you do on it. Here you can see an N.S.A. agent chipping a civilian's tablet, literally.
Room 641A was a hotel room occupied by the NSA where they latched onto AT&T's network, such as phone lines, and recorded all communications that went through the AT&T network. Here you can see an NSA agent mistakenly recording a supposed terrorist act through the setup of room 641A and displayed on the screen.
They're going to be known as taking over areas, but the area.
According to the New York Daily News, 100,000 computers have been hacked by the NSA. Further information leaked by Edward Snowden has shown that the NSA could possibly infect millions of computers by sending malware through spam emails, recording audio from the microphone, and taking snapshots from the webcam.
There was Zoroastrianism in their empire. They allowed them to take
The ways the KGB conducted their surveillance was through legal and illegal manners. The legal is by hiring Russian agents to find information with diplomatic immunity, keeping them safe. The illegal manner was the same methodology, but was preferred because the agents were non-Russian, meaning they couldn't be traced back to Russia.
Friend.
I have diplomatic immunity.
Oh.
Friend?
Oh! Friend?
Die!
The KGB was proclaimed as the best intelligence gathering agency during 1983. It wasn't for naught because they were able to show their prowess by eliminating threats on the spot. Although the KGB wasn't an offensive force, they were able to actively suppress all sorts of rebellion during their time.
HQ, what are your orders?
Take the shot.
For Mother Russia!
Both the KGB and the N.S.A. used a wide variety of techniques to have mass surveillance on the nation. N.S.A. chipped and hacked tablets and computers, while the KGB used legal and illegal spies.
The only case the NSA has solved was when a kid in San Diego attempted to send $2,000 to a terrorist group in Saudi Arabia. The hell is this?
I'm from the N.S.A. and we saw 50 cases of potential national threats.
The KGB was the best intelligence agency of its time. They were efficient through the use of fear tactics and torture to gain information out of the captives.
Tell us where you go. No! Your mom doesn't love you. Where are the drugs? You thirsty?
Yeah, actually I am.
Bro, you're hella thirsty. So how do you feel?
I feel completely up and relaxed. I'll tell you everything.
Cool.
Drugs are right here.
Oh.
The N.S.A. was not as effective in protecting their country as the KGB. The N.S.A. has only stopped one attempt of terrorism, while the KGB effectively prevented any threat to the USSR. The KGB was most efficient and effective in the 1980s, while the N.S.A. has only solved one case since 2001. Overall, the similarities between the N.S.A. and the KGB are that they were both created to counteract threats to the nation because of 9/11 and threats to the USSR, and they both had mass surveillance on the nation to prevent anarchists. Differences were that the N.S.A. was not as effective in completing its goals, whereas the KGB accomplished a multitude of operations.
Hey!
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.